Doing good. So, please, up to this point, we are done with the analytical. Do you have any question for me up to this point? Any question concerning the analytical? Okay, so I can see you don't have any question. And please make sure you practice it. Okay.
Sir, uh, yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Inserting the formula
Inserting the formula in
under
which part?
the analytical.
Okay. What was your issue?
Under the analytical, sir,
What was the issue? I've sent you the video.
is bracket.
I've sent you the video.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So go through it.
Okay,
All right. Okay.
okay.
So today we are moving on to the try question 2, which is the Cashbook system. So the try question is saying create a Cashbook system using Excel to record the following transactions using the following files. Note, add a file where is necessary. Okay. So this is the file or the chart of account. Okay. That we are going to use to design our 3-column Cashbook. The try question 2. We are designing the 3-column Cashbook. And as you can see, we have balance BD. On top of it, it was supposed to be opening balance. Okay, we have customers, we have suppliers, and we have general ledger. These are the chart of account that we are going to use to design our 3-column cash book. Please, are you with me? Okay, so these are the three.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the chart of account that we are going to use to design it. So as you can see from my screen, I'm giving you 5 minutes. You can type everything you see on my screen. Alright, so that we can proceed from here. You type it. We have the opening balance. We have the opening balance. We have the general ledger. We have customers and also have what? Suppliers over here. So please, I'm giving you 5 minutes to do the typing. Please. After that, then we proceed from there. Right, right, right. Yeah, right. Below. Now, we got them, how do you? Now, develop more. Now, develop it. Please, are you done?
Please a minute.
Okay. Okay, so as you are typing, I'll continue with the explanation. Okay, by that time, I'm done with the explanation. You'll be done with the typing. Okay, so as you can see, these are the various accounts that we are going to use to prepare our three-column cash flow. We have the opening balance. Under the opening balance, we have the balance BD. Then we come to the general ledger. The general ledger, we have the cash, banks, purchases, wages, etc. Then we move on to our customers. Okay, we are going to receive cash from our customers and we are also going to make payment to our suppliers. So we have the customers' names. We have the customers, their names, and also have the suppliers. Okay, so these are the various accounts. So the next thing that we are going to do, we will add up. Okay, so for instance, when you meet a scenario like this, you don't have any account type over here. So it's up to you to create the account type. So we will add another account and then we name it as account type or ACCT type. Okay, and then the ACCT type we have here, let me make it ACCT type, the account type. Okay, so the first one is opening balance, so I can make it OB. The second one is general ledger, JL. The third one is customer, CS, and the last one is suppliers, SS. So as you can see, the OB represents opening balance, the GL represents general ledger, the SS represents customers, and then the CS represents customers, and then the SS represents suppliers. So please, are you all done with the 5 items that we are supposed to create? Opening balance, general ledger, customers, suppliers, and account type. Are you all done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So meaning we can proceed. So these are the file sheets. Okay. When you are done, the next thing that we have to do is to name them. And we start from the opening balance. And the opening balance is balance BD, only balance BD. So we select balance BD. The balance BD is always 1. So when you select it, then you go to the name box. So you select cell A2, the opening balance. You select it and you go to the name box. And how are you going to name it? OB. OB. Okay. You name it as OB, representing opening balance. OB. Then you press enter to accept. So you select cell A2, then you name it as what? OB. Then the next thing is the general ledger. And when you talk of the general ledger, there are plenty. So let's highlight from cell B2, which is the cash. B2, cell B2, which is the cash. So I will select it, press the shift key on my keyboard, and then go and click on B15. So I've highlighted from cell B2 to B15. Cell B2 to B15. Okay. Anytime you are creating it, for instance, on Friday, when you are creating it, don't forget to provide an empty space so that when you encounter a transaction which is not found within the system or the file sheet, then you go and add it. And if you have the space under it, when you add it, automatically it will appear on the list. So please take note, whenever you are creating any names in Excel, make sure at least you provide about 3 or 4 cells under it. Okay. Now afterwards, after highlighting from cell B2 to B15, you go to the name box and you name it as what? JL, representing general ledger. Then you press enter to save. Always when you enter the name in the name box, don't forget to press enter to save. Don't forget to press enter to save. Then we move on to the customers. I highlight from something up to row 8 or 9. Then customers represent CS. I press enter to save. And the last one is suppliers SS. Suppliers SS. Okay, so now we have our OB, which is the opening balance. We have GL, the general ledger. We have the CS, customers, and then SS, suppliers. Then the last one that we are going to create is the account type. The account type. So we highlight from OB, then ACCT type. No space, then you press enter. ACCT type, no space, then you press enter to accept. Any question concerning the naming up to this point? Any question with the naming? The naming of the cells. Any question? Hello?
No, please.
Okay, so we are
No,
okay with
please.
okay, sir. So we are okay with the naming. Afterward, before you
Yeah.
proceed, hello?
Hey,
Yes,
hello.
please. Hello, I can hear
Sir,
you.
please kindly come again with the account type, how you save the mail.
The account type ACCT type, no space. Just enter them together.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, after saving all the names, the next thing I want us to do is we have to verify to see the ranges or the names. So we go to the name box and we click on the drop down. So the first one is ACCT type. I select it and it will highlight it for me. Please check yours for me as well. Check yours. Okay, I'm checking mine now. So the next one CS, the next one JL, the next one OB, and the last one SS. For me, all the 5 names are working. All the names are working perfectly. Can we proceed now? Okay. When you talk of the 3-column cash book, we have the debit side and then the credit side. Okay, we have the debit and the credit side, and normally this is how we see the let me see. Okay, so normally this is how we see it. We have the date, particulars, we have the debit side. So this side is the debit and this side is the credit. Okay, these are sample of this one is better. They are all even the same. Okay, so we have the debit side and then the credit side. This one is two double entry. Okay, so we have the debit side and then the credit side. But when it comes to Excel, we are going to design, even though we have both the sizes on the same sheet, but when it comes to the Excel, we are going to design the receipt side or the debit side on one sheet and then design the credit side, which is the payment side, also on another sheet. Okay, so without wasting time, we will add another sheet and name it as receipt, or you can also name it as debit side. So receipt side represents the debit side of the cash book, and we are going to provide the various column headings that we are going to use to design our cash book. We are starting from A7. So the first one is dates. The next one is GCS, details or particulars. Any of them is accepted. Ref. We have the contra. We have the discounts. Gross amount. Discount. We have the discounts. We have the receipts. Receipt mode. We have the cash, bank, then because it's a receipt side, then discounts allowed. Good evening. Love is sweet. Love is nice. Okay, so we have the discounts allowed. That is the last item. So we started from dates, GCS, details, ref, contract, gross amount, discount, receipt mode, cash and bank, and then discount allowed. Okay. So these are the various column headings that we are going to provide. Please take note of it. Okay. Initially I wanted my boss to provide the headings, but he said no. He said no. You have to provide it off head, because whenever you are doing accounting manually, you provide the table column headings off head. Okay. So please take note of it for us. Okay. Now after providing the column headings that we are going to use, the next thing that we have to do is to insert a table. And I hope you can insert a table for me. I gave you 4 procedures. Please use one of them to insert a table and name it as receipt for me. Use one of the procedures that I gave you on Monday to insert a table and name it as receipt. And if you can't insert a table, please draw my attention up to this point. This is just a revision. Okay. And just a quick reminder, to insert a table, make sure you select from the table headers or below it. So the headers are the date, GCS, details. So it's either you select a cell from the row 7 or below the row 7. So it's either you select a cell from 7 or 8. Any of them is accepted. So I'll select from the row 8, Control T, and I check my table has headers. My table has headers. And I click OK, and the table is inserted for me. The next thing that I have to do is go to table design, and then I name it as receipt. The table name is receipt. The table name is receipt. So I've named it as what? Receipt. Any question up to this point? Any question, please?
Sir, please, can we name it as debit?
Yes, you can also name it as debit. Debit side of the card. You can
Okay,
name
sir.
it.
Okay, sir, please, let's continue.
Okay. Now, since we are done with the naming, okay, now we move on to the individual column headings over here. It starts from the date, and for the date, always check the system date and then the question. The next one is the GCS. When you talk of the GCS, it's the combination of the general ledger, customers, suppliers, and opening balance. It's the combination of general ledger, customers, suppliers, and then opening balance. So in this case, we are going to validate that cell. In this case, we are going to validate that cell to display CS, SS, OB, and JL. Okay, we are going to validate the cell. And to validate a cell, the first procedure to do is select the cell where you want the list to appear. To validate a cell, the first procedure is to what? Select the cell where you want the list to what? Appear. And we all want the list to appear in cell B8. In cell B8. Okay, so we select B8. Then we go to data. Then you go to data. Then data validation. We change the any value to list. What will be the source? How did we name the CS, SS, OB, and JL? We named it as ACCT type. So we just equate it to that.
Yeah.
So equal to ACCT type. We just equate it. Equal to ACCT type. Equal to ACCT type. Okay, let's click OK to see the impact. So when you click on the drop down, you see the list is being provided for us. We have the OB, GL, CS, and what? SS. Okay. The next thing that we are going to do is the details. Any of the account type that we select here, OBGL, the moment we select it, we want the list of it to appear under C, under the details or particulars. Okay, so meaning that we are going to validate cell C8 to depend on cell B8 for its value. So C8 will depend on cell B8 for its value because it's going to depend on whatever you select there. And we are going to validate that cell too. And when you talk of the validation, the steps always comes in. The first one is select the cell. So we select cell C8 where my cursor is. We select C8 and then we go to data tab, and then we click on data validation. You click on it. Then the any value you see over here, you click on the drop down and you change it to list. And in the source, this is what we are going to type over here. Equal to indirect open bracket is indirect to cell B8. So B8, then you close the bracket. Equal to indirect open bracket B8. Equal to indirect open bracket B8. Equal to indirect open bracket B8. Any question up to this point? Let's click OK to see. Okay.
You can proceed, sir.
So you see that we are having the current source of error over here. Do you want to continue? Yes. But if you get an error message which specifies that the name you specify cannot be found, meaning the indirect, the spelling, there is something wrong with it. But if you see something like this, do you want to continue? Yes. Okay. And I'll tell you the reason why this error message appears. So accept it, yes. The reason why the error message appeared was because we have not selected any GCS. So let's select and see if it will work. So I'm now testing it. OB. I come to the details side. I check balance VDs here. JL. The general ledger. You see all the general ledgers. The items are here. We have CS. The CS, the customers, the names are here. We have SS. And the SS, the suppliers, their names are here. Okay. So I'm done with the data validation for the 3-column Cashbook. Any question? Any question with that?
So please, sir, aren't we going to do any validation aside these two?
Yes, these are the only two validations. The rest, we will come to that, is formless. But in 3-column Cashbook, these are the only validation that you will do under it. Okay, the next thing is the reference. With the reference, you just enter the PV number, the checks numbers, those who are in accounting sectors, they know all these things. Audit sectors, they know all these things. The PV numbers, the receipt numbers, the check numbers. You enter it under receipt. Enter all these things under receipt. You enter it under receipt. Okay. And now, The next thing that we are going to do is the contra. And when you talk of the contra entry, I hope you understand it. Who can give me a brief explanation of a contra entry? Brief explanation of a contra entry.
Okay, sir. Sir.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I think that's when the transaction involves cash and bank.
Okay, that's when the cash involved, the transaction involved what? Cash and bank. Okay,
Cash and bank.
cash and bank. Okay, what else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, I'll also go by this. Is a movement of cash within the same organization. Is the movement of cash within the same organization. So assuming beginning of the bank, the cash balance was 500, and then bank was also 500 over here. All right. So the total amount for the company is what? The total amount is 1,000. And now we have reduced cash to bank about 200 cedis. Let's make it 200 cedis. So the cash is left with 300 cedis. Bank is going to increase by 200. So bank will be what? 700 now. What will be the total cash for the organization? The same 1,000. So it's the movement of cash within the same organization. And we always represent it by what? Don't forget, whenever we are doing the double entry or the 3-column cash book, we always
By
represent
C.
by C. Thank you. By C. Okay. So this is how we are going to instruct the system. Whenever the system sees the transactions to be a contra entry, as we said, between cash and bank, whenever the system sees the transactions to be a contra entry, the system should put C in the contra entry for us. Okay, the system should put C. Okay, so to represent it, how do the system determine that this transaction is a contra entry?
Sir, please, so is it the same as the set of, or is it also different?
Come again. Hello? 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 So, the contra entry, whenever the detail side is...
Sir, please.
Hello? Hello?
Sir, please, you can continue. I was asking if the same as the set of or is different.
Okay. Now, with the contra entry, whenever the detail section is cash or bank, the system should put C for you. If the detail section, and the detail section is represented by C. So if C8, alright, is cash, then the system should record what? C for you. If C8 is bank, then the system should record what? C for you. So we are going to use the if function over here. If function. And when you talk of the if function, it's divided into 3. We have the logical test, the value if true, and then the value if false. So in cell E8 equal to if the details, and the details can be found in cell C8. So if C8 equal to cash, then you put it into double quotation, because the system does not accept a test in a function. And if you want it to work for you, unless you put it in a double quotation. And please don't press the single quotation twice as a double. If you want to get a double one, make sure you hold the shift key. Then you press either 2 or the second character after L. Some of the keyboard you find it on 2. Some of the keyboard 2, the second character after L. Okay, so take note of it. After setting the condition,
Sir,
then comma.
sir, please come again with that. Sir, please come again with that, please.
Okay. Now, if C8 and C8 is the detail session, okay, if C8 is equal to cash and the cash, put it into double quotation, and the double quotation, hold the shift key, then you press the second key after L, or some of the keyboard is on 2. By mine is on the second key after L. So you hold the shift key, then you press it. So it will be cash into double quotation, both the beginning and then the ending. Then comma. So if C8 is cash, what do you want the system to do for you? The task you want the system to perform for you is what? Record C for you. C is also a text. So double quotation C, then another double quotation. Then comma. So that is the first condition. If again, if C8 equal to into double quotation bang comma C else empty cell, then you close the bracket. So if the detail session is not cash or bang, the system should put empty cell, and the empty cell is represented by a double quotation. Then you press enter to accept. You press enter to accept.
Sir, please, can you put the double quotation mark? Can you put 0 there?
Yes, you can also put 0 there. And it's on page 45. The formula is on page 45. So those who still have the copy of the book, it's on page 45.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Okay, then we press enter to accept. So let me select the cash to see if the C will appear for me. Cash, the C is there, then bang. So you always make sure you test it before you move on to the next one. So mine is working. Alright. Now let's format the gross amount to accounting. So we click on F. We are formatting it to accounting. We click on F, then we go to home. Under the home, where we have the general, you click on only the comma, and it will change to accounting. It will change to accounting, meaning we have formatted it to what? Accounting. Then the next one is the discount. Discount is in percentage. So we go to home, we format it to percentage. So we go to home, the general, have you seen it? Then you click. This time around we are not going to click on the comma, but rather we click on the percentage sign. So I click on it and it will change to percentage. So any figure you enter here will be in a percentage form. Alright, any question? So we could see that
No, sir.
with a 3-column Cashbook, it's a little bit simple. Okay, but sometimes the transaction is a little bit confusing. That's why most people don't like doing that. Spreadsheet. Yeah. Okay. With the receipt mode, we are going to receive cash into our account. It's either we are going to receive a physical cash. So it's either you are going to receive a physical cash or you are going to receive what? A check. Okay, please, we don't receive bank. It's either you are receiving cash or what? Check. Okay, so and some organization too, you can receive momo, and organization when they receive the momo they can also classify it as cash depending on the organization's policies. Okay, but for now we are using the cash book, the cash and then the bank. So the receipt mode is going to be the cash and the cash and then check. The receipt mode is cash and check. Okay, so we are going to validate the cell to display. We are going to validate the cell to display the cash and then check. Okay, so we select cell H8, cell H8, then we go to data. When we get to the data, then we go to data validation. We change the any value to list. Alright, and please bear in mind that we don't have the cash and then the check in the account or the Excel worksheet. So please, in this case, we are not going to equate it to anything. So in the source, we just type cash. Sorry. In the source, we just type cash, then comma, check. Cash, comma, check. Cash, comma, then check. Cash, comma, check. No space. Type them together. Cash, comma, then check. Light out over here. Hello?
Hi, sir.
Okay, the light went off. Okay. Then we click OK to accept. Alright, so when we click on the arrow, we have the cash and then check. Are you with me?
Sir, please, I still sharing your screen because I can't see any.
Yes, I'm still sharing my screen.
Please, please, I can't see your screen now.
Hey, please refresh it. Okay, let me. Can you see it now?
No, please.
Okay, let me see.
Sir, please, I even think the meeting will end in a short time because I saw some message earlier on that it will end in 40 minutes.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll extend it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Alright. Can you see the screen now?
Please.
Can you see the screen
Yes,
now?
yes, please.
Okay,
Yes, please. Yes, please.
the light just went off over here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I have data, so I've hotspot it. Okay, now we have the check, cash, and then the check. All right. So the next thing that we will do is we are going to calculate for the cash and then the bank. So to this point, please, I want us to pay much attention over here, because whenever it comes to the cash and then the check account, I always have issues with that. But it's the most easiest formulas that you can get in Excel. Now let's see this scenario. Okay, you are saying that when you withdraw cash from bank for business use, is contra, right? It's contra. When you withdraw cash from bank for business use, it's contra. True or false?
Yes, please.
Okay, so as you can see, the moment you withdraw the cash from the bank, you will see that the bank balance is going to reduce, right? Meaning the bank is going to make the payment and then cash is going to receive. So when you open your the T account, when you open it, cash is going to receive in the name of what? Bank. Are you with me? So right now here,
Yes, sir.
cash is receiving in the name of what? Bank. So we are expecting the cash balance to be what? 400 now, because cash is going to receive in the name of what? Bank. So the first part, if the detailed section is bank, the conditions that we are going to calculate to get the cash. If the detail side is bank, then record the gross amount figure. Do you agree? It's a contra entry, and we are saying cash is going to receive the money in the name of what? Cash. So if the detail side is bank, then record the what? The gross amount figure. Alright? And the second part, so they are in two ways. The second part is also saying if the receipt mode, the second part is whereby you are receiving the cash from the customers or other revenues like discount received. No, not discount received. Maybe you have gained some, you did some investment, okay, and you have earned some returns. All the cash are coming to your cash book. So when you receive the cash, cash is coming from outside. If the receipt mode is cash, okay, if the receipt mode is cash, then record what? The gross amount. Do you agree? The first one is whereby the transaction is a contra entry. So if it's a contra entry, if the detail side is bank, record the gross amount. And the second one is if the receipt mode is cash, record the gross amount. Okay. By the second one, so this is the cash formula. Okay, the cash formula. So if C8 equal to bank into double quotation F8, if H8 equal to cash into double quotation, then F8 the gross amount minus the discount allowed, else record 0, press enter to accept. And you see that it's 100. Okay, even though we have less 10, but the reason why you still see the 100 here is because it's what? It's a contra. Okay, so let me change it to a different item and see wages, and then let me pick cash. So it will be 90 over here. Alright, so this is how the system works. With the same formula, who can help me to generate the formula for bank? With the same formula, look at the formula. Who can help me to generate the formula for bank? Okay, bank will be C8 equal to cash. C8 equal to cash. Then this side is going to be equal to check. Okay, so this is the bank formula. That is your bank formula for me. That is
So with that formula, the only thing that will change is the cash and then
the check.
Yes, okay.
So you take note of it. Okay, so when we are done, we press enter to accept. Okay, we press enter to accept, and then the last thing that we will do over here is the discount. So assuming we have given the customer 10% discount, so 10%. So how do we calculate for the 10? The discount amount is going to be gross amount multiplied by the discount rate. So equal to F8 multiplied by G8. The gross amount multiplied by the discount rate. So when you press enter, you have your 10 over there. Any question up to this point?
Please, the gross amount.
The gross amount is 100, and then we gave the customer a discount of 10%. Okay, since we gave the customer a discount of
Okay.
10%, the discount allowed will be 10. So the cash received from the customer will be what? 90. So let's assume the customer gave us check. So you see that the 90 will move to the bank side. Any question again?
Okay.
Now let's enter this
Okay.
thing, these items over here. The names, enter them on top. Cash, bank, and then discount allowed. Cash, bank, and then discount allowed. Up to this point, any question? Because we are moving on to design the payment side or the credit side. Okay, so if you have any question concerning the receipt side, let me know before we proceed to the payment side. Any question? Okay, since we don't have any question, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to design the payment side. And the payment side, since you already have it, the receipt side, we will just do copy and paste. we will just do copy and paste and make one or two changes, and we will get our payment session. And to do the copy and paste, please, I will give you two procedures. Choose the one you think you'll be okay with. The first one that we are going to use is click, put your mouse cursor between the on top of one and beside A, on top here where my cursor is. Click over there. It will highlight the entire sheet of the receipt. Okay, it will highlight the entire sheet. Then Control C or copy. So when you copy it, you see the dotted lines moving around them. The dotted lines moving. Then come and add another sheet. Add it. And then you click on paste. So when you click on paste, you will get another one over here. Alright. So this is how you do it. You highlight the entire sheet. And to paste it, always make sure you select A1. Then you paste it. The second procedure, let's go back to the receipt side again. The second method that we are going to use. Right click on receipt. Right click on receipt. And when you right click on receipt, select move or copy. Select move or copy. So I will select move or copy. When you select move or copy, this window is going to appear for you. Have you seen it? Then you select move to end. Move to end. Move to end. You select it. We want to create a copy of it. We don't want to just move the receipt side, but we want to create a copy of the receipt. So down here, you check create a copy. Click inside to check create a copy. Create a copy over here. Create a copy over here. So we have to create a copy over here. Then when you are done, you click OK. So you see that you have receipt 2. Receipt 2. So we have receipt. This is the first procedure, and then this is the second procedure. I always prefer the second procedure because the second procedure will give me the same features. Check the receipt over here and then the second one. They are all the same. Alright. So I don't need this one. I'll just right click and then delete it. I will delete it. Now the second receipt, receipt 2. Double click or right click and delete whatever you see there and you type payments. We are renaming the sheet. So we name it as what? The payments. Alright. Okay. We are going to make the changes over here. We are going to make the changes or the editing over here so that it will suit the payment session as well. The first changes that we will make, we are done with the sheet name, which is the payment. The next one that we have to do, we need to maintain the GCS, everything, we will maintain it. The receipt mode, change it to payment mode. Receipt mode, change it to payment. The receipt mode, we change it to payment. Then the next one, discount allowed. It will be what? Discount received.
Discount.
Thank you. Discount received. Anything else? Anything else?
Sir, please, in changing, did you just type or you just, how did you do that?
You can type it or you can just double click inside the cell like this and you highlight it. You highlight the allowed and then you start typing receipt. Received. Sorry. Okay. Or you can just
Okay,
start
thank you.
typing everything again. What else do you think we have to make the changes? We are left with one more thing. What else? Anything else that we have to change? We have to change the name of the table. So let's select a cell within the table. We go to table design. The name here is what? Table 14. Did I name my table here? Let me check. No, I did not name it. Receipt. Then this side will be payment. Payment. So you see we have the receipt table and then the payment table. And the last one, please, for the last one, it's not compulsory. It's optional. Okay. And you see that the receipt side and then the payment side, both the tables, the colors are the same. So assuming you are using this to record a transaction, sometimes you may get confused. Okay. So we always advise that you change one of the colors. So normally we change the payment side to a different color. So when you select it, the table design, you have so many options over here. So many colors. Okay, you can pick any of your choice. So many colors over here. You pick any one that you prefer. So I'll just select this one. I prefer this for the payment. So you see that when you click on the receipt is blue and then the payment is orange color. Any question up to this point? Any question? Any question?
Sir, sir,
Yes, please.
sir, please, in copying the same receipt to the format to the payment.
Okay.
So please, with the second, procedure.
Okay. With
So
the
please,
second
this the second procedure, please.
procedure, right click on the receipt. Right click on the receipt and select move or copy. Move or copy. Then after selecting it, you select move to end. Okay. Move to end. Have you seen create a copy here where my
Yes,
cursor is?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Click inside,
yes, sir.
then you click OK. You get a duplicate of it. Alright. Any question up to this point? Any question? Okay, let's enter the last formula. Last two formulas then. With the cash. Now we want to calculate for the cash their balances. We want to calculate for the cash balance, the bank balance, and then the discount. So as you can see, to get your cash balance, it's a total receipt minus the total payment. Please, do you agree? Total receipt minus the total payment. Total receipt minus the total payment. So please select the receipt side. We will enter the formula at the receipt side. The receipt equal to the total receipt minus the total payment. And to get the total receipt, we are going to use the sum. So equal to sum total receipt. So you start receipt. Then you select the receipt. Open a square bracket. Which column do you want to add? Cash. Then you close the square bracket and then the round bracket as well. Then you less sum again, the total payment, sum, payment, square bracket, cash. Then you close the square bracket and the round bracket as well. So this will give you the formula to get the cash balance. To get your cash balance. And it's on page 49. Page 49. The balance, the formula is on page 49. Equal to sum, receipt, cash, minus sum, payment, cash. So who can help me to generate the formula for bank? Using the same formula. Who can help me to generate the formula for bank? Who can help me to generate the formula for bank?
Sir, please, is your screen showing?
Yes, please.
Hello. Screen. Okay.
Can you see it now? So please, who can help me to generate the formula for bank?
Maybe I can't go. Maybe the evening.
So bank will be equal to sum, receipt, bank,
Hello.
minus sum, payment, bank. So this is how it will be for the bank.
Yeah, class kakri. Class kakri bi na yeah.
Okay, so this is the formula for bank.
Friday yeah, papa.
This is the formula for bank.
Friday. Me catch your manager. See you. See my GD for Sunday.
Sir, please, the formula for the cash. Please, can you put it on it? I see what at the please.
It's here, please. Okay, so the cash and then the bank. The only difference here is cash and the other side is bank. Okay, they are all the same. Okay, so this is for the bank as well. This is the formula for bank. Sum, receipt, bank, minus payment, bank. Okay, and the last formula for the 9th, then we end it, God willing, tomorrow. The discount, you know, the discount allowed, we are not going to less anything from it. So it's going to be equal to sum, then receipt, discount allowed, receipt, discount allowed, receipt, discount allowed. And all these formulas can be found on page 49. Page 49. Page 49. So take note of it. Any question up to this point? Any question?
Sir, page 49.
Yeah, all the formulas are there.
Okay.
And God willing, tomorrow morning you will get a video. Alright. You will get a video. I will give the link to your rep and then you get a video as well. Any question before we end here? Tomorrow we are going to end it using only 1 hour. Okay, you will just do one or two things and record the transactions. So you can even try your hands on the transaction so that when we meet, it will just be just short one and then we close. All right. Any question up to this
Okay.
point?
How many
Hello.
questions are we going to answer?
Okay.